This is a cookie gun. Someone going from this
Hitting 2,000 subscribers is my goal by the end of August.
to this.
Let's try to hit 10 million subscribers. And maybe if we hit 10 million, I'll face reveal. We're over halfway there at like 60%.
Should have lost everything.
When I make these hardcore videos, it literally just feels like I'm clocking in for a job. I wasn't even happy or excited to go on this trip with my family.
I might just decide to drop the channel and to focus on my schooling, and I'm not sure.
But he didn't.
I'm Cookie, and today I'm finally gonna face reveal.
Cookie made 3 crucial decisions that would decide the rest of his life. And if he changed any of them, you wouldn't even know who I'm talking about right now.
My YouTube dream started when I was 11 years old. That's me.
You see, a cookie god, also known as Kevin, stumbled upon Minecraft in 2012. He was your regular short Chinese Canadian kid, born on the 30th of May 2001, which is 3 days older than me. So Lamau pointed laugh at his boomer. And just like any Asian family,
They wanted me to become a doctor.
because of course they did. But Kevin had better ideas. Heavily inspired by all the OG Asian YouTubers, My Johnny, Just Kidding Films, and stumbling upon Ryan Higa's Draw My Life video on 11th of April 2013,
This is my real life story. I am who I am today because of all of you. Like everyone, I still go through highs and lows, but ultimately, I'm completely happy.
he knew exactly what he wanted to be. Kevin was gonna be a YouTuber. He made it his goal, a life dream, to hit 10,000 subscribers. And once he hits that milestone, he will make his own Draw My Life video. Sure, to his friends and teachers, he might as well have said he wanted to be homeless. And to his Asian parents, this isn't doctor, lawyer, or engineer. So that means, but all of their doubts only encouraged him even further. Their lack of confidence only made Kevin more confident, deeply motivated by the idea of proving everybody wrong. And so making a new channel and naming himself a cookie god, inspired by the first YouTuber he watched. Cookie did everything he could to make that dream come true, even working another job for a new PC.
I started to love building structures in Minecraft to where I'd build giant lobbies and maps for servers and get paid real money. That is when I upgraded my computer and started making my first YouTube videos on various servers from 2013 to around 2015.
Which is really unlucky timing, because if he had waited until today, he could have just won a free PC from today's sponsor, Ironside. And before you skip ahead, you might want to stay for a bit, because 3 of you watching right now can win a free limited edition PC. And yes, this PC comes with RAM. You see, as a YouTuber, I believe that every video needs to be better than the last one. But as my standards get higher, all these cool visuals and cool graphics are starting to take ages to render. And the last thing we need is me uploading less than I already do. But with perfect timing, Ironside sent me this. A PC with all the components I needed to make videos for you all faster. Hopefully, paired with a gorgeous Edensville case, it makes me feel like a pink fox in a beautiful fantasy forest. Especially with pink lighting, it's very me, it's very zany. But if you're not a fan of the Edensville design, well, first of all, you're wrong. Winners can pick any of the limited edition cases. The Terminal 1 cases are great for those of you who do programming. So like most of you, and for those of you in the cookie army, the milk boxes are the only correct choice here. Just pick the one that makes you feel like an Asian parent showing off your Asian child's accomplishments to other parents. So if you're looking to buy a new PC, I highly recommend Ironside. I've heard mostly good things from my friend Bob Ross, Mog Swamp, and I can confirm, these guys are worth every penny. Or you can use the link in my description and the pinned comment and be one of the lucky 3 winning it completely free, with Ironside even covering the shipping fees. Don't worry. Good luck to you, love you, and thank you to Ironside for sponsoring this video. And with that new PC, Cookie finally made his first video. But breaking the sound barrier aside, Cookie was locked off YouTube again, determined to post a 10-minute extreme craft, Skyblock, or a let's play video every week, inspired by the YouTubers he watched at the time. And you'll never guess who it was who inspired him to make these videos. But then, disaster struck. videos on Bed Wars and Hypixel were blowing up, and leading the charge was one man, a legend with a crown.
If you run fast enough, I won't be able to break this bed. You can do it. You can do it. No. Oh, wow, you placed TNT. Let me just run right. Oh, what?
Tempted by the views, the easy subscribers, the women. Okay, maybe not that last one. It was here that Cookie would make a painful mistake, one that would haunt him for years. He decided to hop onto the trend. Pausing all of his regular Let's Play videos, Cookie will make his own Bed Wars videos. A fate worse than death.
Take him to Bed Wars.
No! No, not Bed Wars! No! No, please! Anything but that!
Hypixel Bed Wars was quite the switch. There's nothing vanilla survival about it. There's no storytelling. It's just sweaty, toxic PvP. So, how on earth did Cookie find these videos as fun to make as the regular survival videos? Well, he didn't.
But yeah, I do enjoy the little growth, and making videos is super fun. I really hate Bed Wars. I hate PvP. I'm sick of it. I think
Cookie hated it. Gone were the days of mining and crafting. It's all spam clicking and carpal tunnel syndrome now.
and I literally hate playing PvP in Bed Wars. Like, I despise it.
These videos were so demotivating that they even made him stop uploading daily. Do you know how bad something has to be to make an ADHD person hate their passion? We're literally known for obsessing over anything we enjoy. But Bed Wars made Cookie so miserable. It broke his hyperfixation.
I hope you guys don't forget about me. I'll try to make videos still. I'll definitely have a video up once every 2 weeks. Maybe even once a month. I might just decide to drop the channel and to focus on my schooling, and I'm not sure. We'll never know what happens.
But even if he despised playing, recording, and editing videos about Bed Wars, even if he was frustrated and angry, I mean, who wouldn't be playing Bed Wars? But on the other side was fear. He was terrified that people would stop watching him if he played anything else. Cause he has been making these videos for a while now. Over 250 of them, in fact.
I've had videos get like 6,000 views, which is viral in my books, but not viral in others, because people get that like in 3 seconds. It means a lot to me.
So unfortunately, he was forced to play Hypixel Bed Wars.
My main goal is to try to keep the channel alive and to keep the community that I've grown and made from the ground up alive.
But if you thought it couldn't get any worse than that, oh, it can. You see, Cookie had accidentally stuck himself in the YouTuber niche limbo by making these videos. Or limbo, or geometry dash!
Once the COVID thing happened, I just started up my channel again from like 300 subs, and now I'm at like 2,300 or something, which is pretty crazy.
And since YouTube grows exponentially, Cooking Man letting go of 2,000 subscribers, which was painful at the time. But he would stagnate at his 2,300 mark, never ever getting more than that. Behold, the YouTuber niche limbo. 9'6", my height, let's go. Every video, he would drag his stale cookie corpse to the finish line, and every single time, the same amount of views, no growth whatsoever. Imagine being in Bed Wars with 0 subs! But eventually, Cookie snapped. Ultimately, making videos that he hated for years killed his motivation for YouTube. But worse yet, it was also killing his love for Minecraft as well.
Back in the day, I used to upload like literally every day. I loved playing survival. I'll hop on and just play, and it was so much fun. And now I literally don't even get on Minecraft anymore because I know I gotta play Bed Wars and PvP, and I literally hate playing PvP and Bed Wars. Like, I despise it.
Bed Wars wasn't just ruining his childhood dream, but also his childhood game. And keep in mind, Cookie had to make these videos all while studying for med school.
Every single day, I have about 6 hours of lectures and about 1 to 2 hours of labs because I'm in like a nursing program, basically.
So this was Cookie's limit. Either this has to stop, or he has to stop. With pretty much nothing left to lose. It was time for change.
Today, I'm just going to be talking to you guys about the future of my channel and what my videos are going to be looking like moving forward. Because spoiler alert, I think I'm going to be leaving Bed Wars and PvP for a little bit.
a little bit, he says. On the 14th of February 2021, Cookie made a very important announcement. I'm changing my YouTube channel.
Here's the big surprise. I am moving to OnlyFans.
Okay?
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not trying to make too much money here.
Aww. Instead of quitting YouTube and Minecraft entirely, Cookie decided to quit Bed Wars specifically. He was gonna give things one last try.
But I think I'm gonna be going back to regular Minecraft survival. I know that sounds really boring. I won't get as many views as I usually do, but I think it's best for me to just play what I enjoy playing and do what I like. And I think that will relate to the quality of my videos.
It was a massive risk that essentially gambled with the growth he had for over 7 years. And honestly, I respect the balls it took to do that. But that's just the first step. What videos will he make next? Sure, he said he'll be making regular Minecraft survival videos, but he might as well have said, I'm gonna go play Minecraft on my computer at my home and make videos that I upload on YouTube, because that's how vague it was. And with med school requiring more and more of his time, slowly but gradually becoming the better, more successful path, because you know, the world just coincidentally needed more people in that field. I wonder why. Cookie's time was limited. His semester break was ending. So whatever videos he made next were basically his last attempt before he unofficially called it quits. He wouldn't stop making videos because YouTube was still his hobby. But that's all it'll ever be. A hobby. And so, with the clock ticking, every second echoing, Cookie opened up his YouTube homepage, looking at the massive sea of Minecraft content, studying every format, every video he came across, skipping past the Bed Wars ones, of course. But after watching countless videos for ideas, he noticed a gap between all of them.
I feel like it was lacking a lot of storytelling on Minecraft YouTube.
And eventually, Cookie stumbled upon exactly what he was looking for.
No!
Heavily inspired by Luke the Notable, Cookie hard pivoted to Minecraft Hardcore, making a video of 100 days in Hardcore Minecraft.
If you die, you die. There are no respawns, your entire world gets deleted, which means so does all your hard work and all your happiness.
However, there was one problem.
I had no experience with this type of like quality that you need to produce with these 100 days, so it was all pretty new to me.
But thankfully, Cookie already had 7 years of skills to make up for his lack of experience. I guess all those Bed Wars videos weren't completely worthless. With all the pieces in place, all he had to do left was not die for 100 days.
This is the hardest difficulty on Minecraft, and with all that being said, this is my 100 days on Hardcore Minecraft. And just one quick favor, please subscribe and like this video.
I agree, Cookie. Hit subscribe for more in-depth video essays about people in Minecraft. Or if you love fanboys. And sure enough, there was a lot more of his personality.
My goal was also to find a horse, and I finally tamed one. I grabbed my horse and I tried jumping to see how high he could jump. And my god, he could really jump 4 blocks. His skin color does not lie.
There was the storytelling he promised.
And then I started throwing some gold at some piglins, and I have a lot of experience with that in real life. Just throwing money out to people, I'm not gonna say where.
And you could just tell that Cookie just had more fun making this video.
On day 100, I renamed my Elytra to Cookie Wings. I didn't have a better name, so...
Match made in heaven! With the first non-Bed Wars video released. All Cookie could do now was wait. Given that Luke the Notable's videos would get millions of views, Cookie was optimistic that this video would do just as well. But as long as it got more views than the Bed Wars videos, that's a win at this point. And so waking up the next morning, he opens up YouTube. It was time for the moments of truth. The video had flopped. It only had 1 view. It was from his mom. Cookie had had enough. After 7 long years, this finally made him quit YouTube. Screw being the biggest, most famous, and richest Minecraft YouTuber. His new life goal was to be the smartest, most caring, and sexiest nurse ever. Okay, obviously that didn't happen. The video actually did pretty well.
I posted my first 100 days video and it went viral. 1,400 views. That was viral at the time for me. By the end of the week, I remember it hitting like 100,000 views, which I've never gotten before.
This one video was hitting milestones after milestones all by itself. But Cookie wasn't celebrating. He wasn't fully free from Bed Wars yet. This 100 days hardcore video was just the first step. You see, just because he had one video getting more views in 1 month than 7 years of videos combined times 1,000. Okay, when I put it like that, but just as easily as the views came, they can just as easily disappear. So Cookie's next video will decide his fate. It can make his channel die a slow, painful death, or it can help him build an army of loyal subscribers.
Say that again?
But in response to this, Cookie just looked at the massive risk he took and doubled down.
Double it and give it to the next person.
He was gonna make more 100-day videos. To quote a very skillful king, Cookie was gonna do it again. To the surprise of everybody, Cookie placed all of his faith in Luke's 100 days format. In true boomer fashion, Cookie invested in a 100 days house 5 years ago, hoping it doubles in value years down the line. The only thing missing now is him screeching at newer YouTubers for not investing in one before they were even born. Sorry, I'm just ranting. More like renting, am I right? But that wasn't the only ingredient. You see, there's this famous saying. If you steal from one person, it's plagiarism. But if you steal from many, it's research. Which is bullshit. Cite your damn sources and give people their credit, kids. But relevantly, Cookie was inspired with another idea.
But I had this great idea for this 1 block video.
From another creator.
The concept itself, it actually came from Wadzi. He posted this whole 1 block series, and it was doing amazing. It blew up his channel basically, and for some reason I just realized that there wasn't a lot of 1 block videos out there.
He now had 2 banger ideas, but only 1 video.
And I knew this 100 days trend was really big, and I knew this 1 block had still so much potential.
But then it hit him. He didn't need to pick one or the other. What if he just combined them? And so taking Luke's 100 days idea and Wadzi's 1 block skyblock idea, Cookie released the legendary 100 days 1 block skyblock video. And genuinely speaking, this is still one of his best videos.
And if you're new here, please subscribe, because I've been working really hard on these videos.
So true once again, Cookie. Hit subscribe for more. Like, take it from me, I am a massive skyblock hater. I hate skyblock as much as Cookie hated Bed Wars. I would rather survive a plane crash and climb 5 mountains than play skyblock. And even I enjoyed this video, just like Cookie promised. This was full of his personality and filled with storytelling.
I ended up getting 8 bones from killing the monster party, and I had enough to tame the wolf. I then decided to make him a doghouse, so I spent day 18 to 20 just grinding my wood.
And dare I say it, they were better than the last video. Cookie improved so much with just 2 videos, 1 week apart. Well, at least video making wise.
And then these 2 witches spawned, and this time I was gonna show them who's boss. Bruh, like why, man, why? I then grabbed all my items and I thought I was missing something, so I went to check the trees and...
Gameplay wise, he could use some work. Like, I genuinely think this video still ages really well, almost 5 years later. What, it's been 5 years? So this Frankenstein of a video idea was theoretically perfect. A really enjoyable, well-edited video that combined 2 trends that people already liked and stood out as a unique idea that no one has ever seen before. It was like the brilliant idea of adding chocolate chips to a cookie. 2 great things to make a new, even better thing. To use a cheeky baking metaphor here. Oh my god, metaphor! But even if this video had a great story, a great idea, and a great thumbnail, the only thing that could truly prove how great they were was the view count. This was it. This was the pivotal video that would decide the future of his channel. He'd wake up the next day, 200,000 views, a drastic improvement, but he needed more. On day 2, he'd go to bed as it slowed down to 350k. Wake up, check views, work, sleep. Wake up, check views, work, sleep. Days became weeks, and weeks became a month. The video ran its course, and on day 28, it ended with 10 million views. But more importantly, just like he predicted, 100-day videos became a massive trend. Suddenly, they were everywhere. Turns out people being indoors because of a pandemic would make them wish that they were somewhere else for 100 days. But it wasn't just that. Hardcore videos were on the rise as well. And Cookie was at the right place at the right time for both.
Thank you guys so much for 100,000 subscribers. I kind of hit 100,000 like a month ago. I'm sitting at 830,000 right now. But hey, I finally got the silver play button. The 1 million play button is actually coming pretty soon. We're about 160,000 subscribers away, which is actually insane. So thank you guys so much for subscribing and just being the best fans ever.
And he's not lying. Take a look at this wiki page. He would wake up with 50k subscribers, go to bed with 60k, and wake up the next morning with 70k. Just imagine how much he grew over a month just from that. Although, do take this with a grain of salt, because I know my shit. Cookie does not live in Vancouver, British Columbia. Actually, he lives in Edmonton, Alberta. But most importantly, it allowed him to meet other Minecraft creators.
So I just came back from VidCon and I met a ton of creators that I love. I hung out with Skip the Tutorial, I hung out with Rekarap or Parker.
Some of whom even made the same videos he did.
I stayed with Sandiction, we were in the same room, it was actually a lot of fun. Sandy and we're just homies, man. I just love him. I'm so gay for him. But yeah. We slept in the same bed last year.
But the biggest change came to his nursing program, his other passion besides YouTube, biology, or as I like to call it, discount chemistry. You see, it was something that he had worked on for just as long as YouTube. And in a nursing program where 38 of 800 people got accepted, he was one of them. So even as his YouTube popped off, he never really dropped out to do YouTube full-time. Having spent so much effort to get to where he is for both, he decided to keep both. Until
I have 1 month left of school left. I'm trying to prepare for videos to come out so I can focus on studying and passing the med school that I'm in. But I mean, I could always become a Minecraft full-time YouTuber. I'm just kidding, I probably can't.
And so Cookie dropped out of med school.
How about I do anyway?
But dropping out was the easy part. With his 100 days 1 block skyblock video still getting millions of views per month, Cookie had to once again make another video after this.
I did a lot of planning in my head for the next step after this huge blow up. I had to make sure I would get it right.
But this time, it needed to be perfect, down to the last minute detail.
So I spent like endless nights just brainstorming what to post after this banger.
But then it hit him. He didn't have to change what was already working.
Welcome back to 200 days on 1 block Minecraft.
He just needs to make a sequel to the 100 days 1 block skyblock.
That was the only way I could transition all those viewers, become more loyal viewers. So yeah, I had to make a 200 days just because there's so much hype behind 100 days. They want to see what happens next. If I didn't post a 200 days, then I don't know where I'd be.
But he didn't stop there.
Welcome back to 300 days on 1 block Minecraft. 500 days.
Welcome to 600 days, 700 days, 800 days, 900 days, 1,000 days, 4 digits.
But around this time, there was another problem. The new Caves and Cliffs update came out. Well, the first one. And Cookie wanted to play it, but with his current Skyblock series, there was no way he could play with those new features. But eventually, Cookie thought to himself, what if he could have unlimited games but no 100 days? Or 100 days, unlimited 100 days. But no 100 days.
Welcome everybody to my first ever episode on Minecraft Hardcore on the brand new 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update.
But this time, he didn't need to combine. He could just play Minecraft in Hardcore. And this time,
literally everybody has been asking me to start a normal Minecraft Hardcore series.
I've been waiting for this.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoy.
And this was when Cookie really found his calling. Unlike the 100 days, which stopped at 1,000, Cookie kept going with this one, making 38 hardcore videos over the course of 6 months. But unfortunately, at the height of everything.
Yes, that's right, I lost something. Something extremely important to me, and for all of you watching as well. The thing I lost might have been the entire reason why some of you are watching me today. I lost my virginity. Oh, let's go. Damn me up. Let's go. Yeah. No, I'm just playing. You might have guessed it already, but I actually lost my hardcore world. Yes, my hardcore series got deleted. I have no idea how, but all the memories, all the laughs, all the crazy builds, it's all gone.
It was here where Cookie would make another crucial decision.
Maybe I should try something new again, so it's not just hardcore videos on my channel. I wouldn't want a repeat of Bed Wars. Oh.
I uploaded my first ever episode 7 months ago, and everything was going great. That was until I suddenly lost everything. But now we are coming back with an even bigger and better series, with a brand new episode coming every single Friday. Also, please consider subscribing.
So true. You keep spitting facts, my brother. Hit subscribe, and this season made him hit 2 million subscribers, then 3 million, and eventually hitting 4 million even, causing him to make a Q&A to celebrate.
As the god of cookies, what is your favorite cookie? Oh no, I love all cookies. I've been loving oatmeal raisin a lot.
Brother, Cookie basically pulled a Minecraft YouTuber speedrun. Funny that he's Canadian, but doesn't like hockey.
Cookie hockey.
But with how much he's dunking on other hardcore YouTubers, it makes so much more sense that his favorite sport is basketball. This was the peak for Cookie's channel. In the span of 2 years, Cookie now had everything that kid him dreamed of. To numbers, to money, to success. But as the saying goes, the higher you climb, the harder you'll fall. All this hard work and passion came with a really big price. After becoming a massive YouTuber and getting almost everything he ever wanted, Cookie had never felt more alone in his entire life.
Literally today, where I live, I'm in an apartment. There's like a little elementary school below me, and I just like to watch kids. Okay, that came out weird. I like to just people watch the elementary kids. I know how that sounds, but anyways.
When Cookie dropped out and chased his dreams of becoming a YouTuber at 19 years old,
I was the first one to move out. I was the first one to do many things. I was the first one to buy a car and get a home.
He felt like it forced him to grow up faster than he needed to.
One day I was 18 and the next day I was trying to run a fat business.
And he had to, in order to survive. But he still grieved the childhood that he had to cut short.
Like, I miss being a kid. Those days were so great. Like, you have nothing to worry about. You're just having fun. You just go out for recess and you're like, life is great. Like, you're in a different dimension.
And this feeling of being forced to grow up too fast was later confirmed by his IRL friends.
All of my friends right now are graduating university. Yeah, they're finally getting into the work life, into the business life, into working the 9 to 5 and not going to school anymore. But the weird part is that I've been in this life for over 3 years. Like, I already have a whole business. I have a team. I run a company. I make my own money. I live alone, you know, like I make my own food. I feel like I'm light years ahead of people, but they're the same age as me. They're my friends. Like, I feel like I'm not even a part of my friends or that group of people anymore, that demographic. It's the weirdest feeling ever. Like, why me?
All of which made him feel even more isolated, even more alone. It was just him, his channel, and his own thoughts. And as if all of that wasn't enough, the success that he had gave him a lot of guilt.
The fact that I make more than a doctor who literally saves lives and who we rely on to keep us healthy honestly makes me very sad and feel very guilty, which is one thing I've always felt ever since I became a YouTuber. Guilt. I feel that I don't deserve this. Like, who am I to make all of this money and to have all of these things?
And all this guilt only made him work even harder.
I feel a lot of pressure every single week to upload one video every Friday. If I miss that upload, I feel kind of like I failed. And I honestly feel like every single week I miss, I start losing fans and I'm slowly like killing my YouTube channel.
It created a toxic negative feedback loop. Cookie would feel guilty over his success. The guilt makes him work even harder to try and drown out those feelings. But that effort sometimes pays off and makes him even more successful, which makes his guilt even worse, feeding the cycle more and more, and there was nothing Cookie could do to escape it.
I literally spend every available minute working because there's always something I need to get done. So now when I go out to try and enjoy myself or do normal human tasks like grocery shop, take a walk, or even hang out with friends and family, the only thing I can think of is how I am not working right now and how I'm not being productive or getting anything done.
But this is if his hard work pays off, if he works hard and gets rewarded with subs and views. In the world of YouTube, hard work doesn't always get rewarded.
Every time I compare myself to others on YouTube, like to huge creators, I just feel like shit. I feel like ass. Because I always see YouTubers come up and they're like killing it. They get so many views on YouTube on hardcore videos and I'm like, oh, what am I doing wrong? I need to change my videos. I need to change how I act and my ideas. And then it makes me even more unhappy.
And all of this felt painfully familiar. The loss of love for Minecraft.
It might be hard to believe, but sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm playing a game anymore. I hate to say it, but sometimes it feels like I'm just clocking into work.
The loss of passion for YouTube.
And it might sound like I'm being ungrateful, but this is my dream job. I would never do anything else in the world. I love it. But like every YouTuber who retired said, a dream job is still a job.
But even putting all of that aside,
I was once that kid behind the screen watching these big YouTubers and dreaming that I would be them one day. And now I am.
Cookie worked so hard to hit his life goal of 10,000 subscribers. So why was he working even harder after hitting that goal? Being successful didn't solve all of his problems. In fact, it made things even worse.
I had to film like 2 Minecraft videos and 15 Roblox videos. I was so stressed and I felt so much pressure to the point where I wasn't even happy or excited to go on this trip with my family. I honestly wanted to cancel and not even go because I had so many videos to make.
But he was too deep into this to back out now.
I literally threw everything away to chase my dream of becoming a YouTuber. I quit my job, I dropped out of school, my mom and I got into huge arguments, fights with my brother, and I got booted out of the house. All within like 5 months. My mom and I weren't on talking terms for a pretty long time.
But nothing, no amount of sacrifice, no amount of growing up too fast could ever prepare him for what came next.
On the 19th of December is when I got the text from my mom saying that our doctor said she had cancer. When I got this text, my heart dropped to the floor and I immediately called her. I was so shocked. When she picked up, she was sitting at the dinner table and she looked pretty sad, which instantly made me tear up. We talked for about 40 minutes and after the call ended, I just sat there on my chair just crying and I was so shocked. I didn't really know what to do. I was overthinking. I didn't know if I should just drive home and spend some time with my mom. It was already kind of late, so I just sat there thinking and researching and just going on WebMD searching about cancer and just went down a terrible rabbit hole. But yeah, 1 minute everything was okay with my family, nobody was sick, and the next minute I was hit with a train.
On top of all of his existential problems, burnout, and crushing guilt he felt, Cookie's mom was diagnosed with cancer, and it shattered any sense of stability he felt. At first, Cookie didn't even know how to react to this, but who could? How could anyone mentally prepare themselves for their family fighting for their survival against a life-threatening illness? An illness that only seemed to get worse as time went on.
Eventually, we finally booked surgery last summer in July, and she had her entire thyroid removed from her neck. So surgery went well, everything was going great, until we had another checkup test after the surgery. This was about a week later. Basically, the cancer spread out of her thyroid and into her body, which is honestly horrible news because like you assumed the surgery would remove the cancer entirely, but we were just a little bit too late and now we have a bigger problem on our hands. So that means that my mom has to go through some chemo. Once my mom heard the words chemo, she just flipped out. Obviously, hearing that you need to go through chemo after going through the entire surgery process isn't something you kind of want to hear, you know? And it's just scary knowing that the process isn't over and that there's still like a battle to be fought.
In this one moment, getting a video out on time, hitting the next subscriber milestone, Cookie had thousands of goals and wishes that just weren't his priority anymore.
I mean, seeing your parents cry and just scared and feeling hopeless isn't a great feeling. So yeah, it was just hard for my mom, and I feel for her. So
in this one moment, the only thing he wanted was for his mom to be healthy again and for things to go back to normal. But that reality only seemed to be getting further and further every passing day.
Once I get to the hospital, I'm already kind of late. My mom and brother are already there, and I'm just running around trying to find the exact room that they're in, feeling so bad that I'm like a few minutes late.
But even when everything is falling apart, even in the darkest moments,
I finally find the room, and I was really surprised to see my dad there.
there are the smallest moments of hope.
My dad usually never takes time off work. He's always working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. So just seeing him and his geeky little smile kind of made me happy knowing that my dad took off time for my mom's surgery. I don't know. It seems like a no-brainer, but I didn't expect it. So that was heartwarming to see my entire family there, just supporting my mom.
These small moments kept him going.
Once the doctor came in and took her away for surgery, she gave everybody hugs, and it was so weird to see because like Asian families, or at least like traditional families, don't really show affection to each other. So just seeing my mom hug my brother, my dad was a very weird sight. Like I give my mom a hug every time I see her just because, I don't know, I like, you don't have your mom forever. But just seeing my dad and my brother hug her was the weirdest thing ever.
This is also a good time to talk to you, the viewer. More often than not, we overestimate the time we have with those we care about. We often overestimate the time that we ourselves have. So let this be a reminder to you, all of you. Take good care of yourself and those you love before it's too late.
But I learned my lesson years ago when my grandma, my mom's mom, got put in the hospital, and I didn't realize how serious it was. So I prioritized work until it was basically too late, and I never got to hang out with her again. And she passed. It still pisses me off to think that I chose to work at a minimum wage job inside of a furniture warehouse rather than to visit my grandma before she passed.
However, Cookie's mom was still here, still alive. But her time was limited. He had absolutely no time for regrets. And so rather than wishing for more time with her, Cookie chose to spend the time he did have. And he spent it wisely.
After that moment, I realized that no matter how much work or stress or things I need to get done, I told myself that I'll always make time for the important things, no matter what.
This time, Cookie refused to let himself make the same mistake.
Anyways, Christmas was a few days away, so I was very glad that I planned a big Christmas dinner with my entire family and our family friends that my parents don't get to see very often anymore. I was hosting it at my house, so I thought it was great for my mom to just hang out with everyone and be with family, so it was pretty good timing, I guess. She even bought me a new necklace for Christmas to wear, which was so kind of her.
However, even as Cookie wanted to spend more time with his mom, he still had one major obstacle. Back then, he regretted working a job and never spending any of that time with his grandmother. But now he was working his dream job, one that he had spent the past 12 years building towards. And that made his decision all the more difficult this time. How was he going to find the balance here? Just to recap, he had to find something that was still fun to make.
I'm not having as much fun as I used to be, and I feel like I'm not myself anymore.
Gets good views.
It's a weird balancing point to where you want to make really good videos and get as many views as possible, but also have a lot of fun.
Allows for personality and connection with his fans.
In my videos, I feel like I'm just making a movie. Like, it's hard to connect with you guys.
And
a YouTuber named MatPat has just recently retired.
Not make him retire. Does a video format that satisfies all of these even exist? It genuinely felt like Cookie was chasing for a fictional perfect video, an impossible idea, or at least until he looked back on a video he made.
6 months ago, I uploaded a video called I played the new 1.20 update in Minecraft Hardcore. I was actually very worried to upload this video because I'm not building a super build. It's not a super project, and it's not like the craziest topic on YouTube. I'm like, it's probably gonna do really bad and it's gonna hurt, but I really want to make this video. I want to play Minecraft like how I used to and just explore, and I already know it's gonna get bad views and I'm just gonna take the hit. But turns out I was completely wrong. That video was like one of my best performing videos in a very long time. I'm just running around Minecraft, I'm just yapping around, just being stupid like how I usually am, and you guys loved it and I loved it.
And just like that, Cookie had found the final missing piece. Some would argue that the quitting Bed Wars video was his most important one, or the 1-block skyblock one. But honestly, if you ask me, this one video about 1.20, which honestly isn't that great of an update except for Cherrywood, but this one video single-handedly saved his entire channel.
And that made me so happy that you guys wanted to watch something like that, and it kind of changed my perspective.
And so, with newfound determination, Cookie moved into 2024 with I'm changing my channel. And if this gives you a sense of deja vu right now, that's because it's literally the same title, minus the words YouTube. Once again, instead of quitting YouTube and Minecraft entirely, Cookie simply went back to what he did 3 years ago.
I'm gonna try to fall back into those tracks just a little bit. Like, I still might build a crazy project because those are still fun in a way, but I want to be more of myself.
It wasn't the perfect solution to all his problems, but it was something that worked for now. And that's exactly what he needed at this moment.
I told myself, okay, I'm gonna cancel all my videos. I'm cutting every video out of my schedule, and I'm just gonna spend the last 5 days packing and mentally preparing for this month's trip. And honestly, that was the best thing I could have done. The second I canceled all of those videos, I felt so relieved and so happy. I finally felt an ounce of excitement to go on a trip with my family and to actually spend time with them and to visit all of my other family in China. So that was a very big mental barrier I had to get past, to kind of sacrifice making videos to enjoy my own time, and that was a hard thing to do, but I'm really happy I did.
But the most important moment of this trip was reuniting his dad with his parents in China.
Seeing my dad cry for the first time after he hasn't seen his mom and dad for over 5 years was so sad but so heartwarming. My dad is a stoic man. I've never seen a tear fall from his eyes until then.
And seeing his dad so vulnerable around his grandfather reminded Cookie of himself. The kid who dreamed of hitting 10,000 subscribers and making his own Draw My Life video. Having achieved the first goal, Cookie realized a better, more meaningful way to achieve his dreams this time. So instead of hitting 10 million or some bigger subscriber count, Cookie decided to set a third goal. Because for Cookie, his success was hollow if the people he loved were still working their asses off. So he made it his new goal, his new dream goal, to spend the rest of his life trying to retire his parents. But before that, he would kick off 2024, finishing what he started.
When I was 12 years old, I watched my favorite YouTuber do a Draw My Life video. I remember I told my 12-year-old self, one day when I'm a big YouTuber, I'm gonna do my own Draw My Life video for all of my fans. Well, today's the day I make my childhood dream come true.
Making a Draw My Life as the video to start off the year.
My mom put me in a Chinese elementary school, so all of my friends were little geniuses. I was the only certified dumbass.
But crucially, Cookie made sure not to exclude the lowest points in his life.
After I graduated high school with all of my new friends, I realized I didn't have a plan. I was so focused on YouTube that I had like no future. I didn't get accepted into university because my grades were so bad, and long story short, I got into a fight with my mom, a physical one. She kicked me out of the house, practically disowned me. I didn't have a place to live, a job, or a plan, and that was when I hit complete rock bottom. That was my moment of realization that nobody was gonna come and save me. So that morning, I finally built up the courage to go home and confront her. After feeling like a failure, I had a new drive to do better. Fast forward a bit, I ended up getting a job with a few of my elementary friends at a furniture warehouse. I eventually found a new program in school that sounded very interesting, so I went back to school to upgrade my grades so I could apply to get into a respiratory nursing program. There were 800 interviews, and out of 38 spots, I was chosen. I remember I cried when I got accepted. I never felt so accomplished in my life. I made peace with my mom, and I was still chasing that dream that boy once had. I thought life could not get any better than this. Well, let's just say I was extremely wrong. This one block video made me. It made us, the Cookie Army. It made this regular, innocent, squinty, flipping Asian boy's dream come true. Without those growing pains, I would have never made it this far. What drives me is the childhood feeling of still having to prove everybody wrong. To prove myself wrong. That even though I'm a normal kid with no special talents, I can do it with just a little bit of belief.
But for Cookie, just posting that video wasn't enough. He had to make things come full circle. The dream goal wasn't complete until he inspires his fans, just like how Ryan inspired him 12 years ago. Cookie wouldn't call it a win until he was somebody else's Ryan Higa.
I've experienced a lot throughout my life, lots of ups and downs like you probably have. But the most important thing is that you learn from your experiences, your mistakes doesn't make you a bad person, and that you should probably go hug your mom. I'm literally just a normal, short Chinese dude with a microphone and a cool dream job that came true. Thank you for everything.
And after 2 painful years,
eventually we found out that the cancer doctor finally confirmed after that checkup that all is well.
it was finally over.
My mom is finally cancer free. Oh, what a relief.
Cookie and his family could finally go back to the normal life they once had.
Want to say hi?
Hello. How are you, everyone?
Yeah!
Nice to meet you guys.
Yo, can your mom say McDonald's chicken nugget?
You say McDonald's chicken nugget?
McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Yeah! Yeah!
And if that didn't make you smile, just hearing that, maybe this will.
I've been trying to convince my mom to retire for so long. She basically only makes minimum wage and she works in a factory, so I really wanted her to stop working and focus on her health. She was planning on working 5 more years too until she was like 68. So last Christmas, I decided to give her a final gift. I decided to give her my credit card, and after I gave my credit card, she actually ended up crying, which was very unexpected. I kind of thought it would be less of a gift because it was just like a little card in a box, but my mom cried and gave me a hug, and I definitely wasn't expecting that. So I'm really grateful to be able to retire my mom. So thank you guys. Like, this wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So thank you for watching my stupid Minecraft videos.
And after all of this, if there is one thing you should take away from this video, let it be this. You don't need to change the world to find meaning in life. It could be something simple, like someone to take care of. We all walk different paths in life. We all have experiences unique to us. But the one thing that all 8 billion of us have in common is that we all die. But just because death comes for all of us, doesn't mean that living isn't worthwhile. Just because every hello comes with the knowledge that there will one day be a goodbye, shouldn't stop us from caring. Our time is valuable because it's limited, and our relationships are precious because they matter.
I've read so many comments, DMs, and emails of you guys telling me personally that whenever they put on my videos, their life feels a little bit lighter and their day gets a little bit better and they get to just smile and forget about the crazy world that we live in. You guys truly made my life exciting, and honestly, you guys made my life worth it.
While our time in this world is limited and no one lives forever, there will always be people with men who carry on living without us. They will be where they are in life, in a way that couldn't have happened without you. The people we love will be living proof that we existed. And Cookie lifted up everyone around him, even if he's humble enough to see himself as
just a normal kid who plays Minecraft and has a really weird deep voice.
His choice shaped others, including myself, whether he intended to or not. And everyone who met him became a better person and is in a better place, having known him. So for all of you watching, wherever you are in life currently, live life to the fullest and take good care of those you love. Because in the end, you matter to the world and to those around you more than you will ever know. And the other message of this video is that Bed Wars still sucks. If you've enjoyed this video, then check out this video about Ish. And a massive thank you to my YouTube members, AK Unscripted Chaos, Aria for Real, BearlyBearrr, cheesykyer twice, Chizuru Ikeda, Fishstab, HotLikeTobasco, lreballofficial, Pen Consider, Spectere, Splulu, and TheFlyingFire. Thank you all.